Okay, so today is day 14 of trying the 1 hour meditations. I just kind of wanted to update. That's Venus. I kind of wanted to update some of my experience so far, just to let you guys, anybody who's listening, kind of know what it's been like. So there have been more good days than bad, but I will say that the past couple of days have been particularly challenging for me. Just talking on the physical kind of level, I've been having really intense dreams, and I have noticed that it's been kind of difficult to kind of move on. So like waking up from stress dreams or just very vivid dreams and having a hard time kind of adjusting. Yesterday morning I woke up having had a dream where I saw somebody in my dream that I haven't seen in a long time who kind of just like cut me off without ever telling me why. Everything was like totally awesome, and this is in real life. Everything was really great, and then all of a sudden I didn't have a friend anymore, and then so that's in real life something that was really heavy on my heart. And so I had a dream where I saw this person, and it was like very like loving emotions, and I woke up just kind of hit with a lot of sadness and kind of grief over not understanding. And then it just kind of like unfurled a lot of emotions and old patterns that I have around kind of blaming myself or feeling like I'm not worthy. This whole just pocket of, habit kind of opened up. And then when that happens, it tends to kind of just like unfurl this whole path of doubt. And so I had a pretty intense day with that. And mind you, I did meditate right after I woke up, but it's been changing every day. Like some days I wake up at like 3 a.m., some days I wake up at 5, some days I wake up at 7. It seems like a lot is happening and changing, and every day is so different. Today I had seemingly arbitrary stress dreams. Woke up, did some stretching, some yoga, because it is kind of intense on my hips. I do feel like my body is kind of shifting and moving with sitting for so long, and I'm sitting on a pillow with back support. I mean, my posture is probably about as good as it gets, and I'm still moving my legs as need be throughout the practice. But I felt great. The meditation was just what it is, and I kind of reiterate that there's no particular thing I'm doing in my meditations. I'm just letting whatever is subconsciously, consciously, otherwise kind of work itself out for an hour. I want to say though that I noticed that something's been happening, and I need to make a strong commitment moving forward to cut back to almost nothing being on Facebook. Maybe just to share videos like this, or to share, pictures of the jewelry that I make, or any inspiration that I have, but to stay away, because I've had an anxiety in my heart ever since I started looking on Facebook this morning, and it is already hard to shake. I'm noticing a lot of fear projections, insensitivity. It's crazy. I am sensitive to that, and without kind of getting into it any much further, I will say that it is the number one thing that is affecting my days lately, by getting online instead of just doing the things that I know I want to do and love to do. And it's like I almost want to just restrict my use there to a very small amount of time, and most purposeful amount of time, so that I'm not doing this to myself. Like I haven't had any caffeine, and my heart has been beating a little bit harder. It just makes me sad. Everything that's been happening online makes me sad. And I did go to the Women's March on Saturday, and that was beautiful. It's almost too much for me to get into any of it. Like I was grateful to show up and to be around so many women, but I could also feel that there was women there for a diverse, like amount of reasons, and there were some signs that were really positive and some that were super negative, and it's just like I feel like the outer world is really intense for me right now, especially with how much I'm diving inwards. So yeah, otherwise though, other than recognizing that that's something that I just can't do, and I'm going to need to be the one who polices myself on that for sure. I've gone through kind of waves of knowing better and then kind of excusing myself into it, and then being like, oh my gosh, I need to back out. Otherwise though, I'm still noticing things physically, like I feel more relaxed. Overall, there's just a lot happening and a lot shifting, and I'm going through lots of waves of emotions and feeling really good mostly, but then also if I'm not policing my habits as much, then I do notice that I have a little bit more anxiety. I'm still working very much to know how to navigate sensations that come up that are really old patterns and things that I've been kind of playing with this idea of being just this moment, not being ruled by the things that have happened to me in the past or the person that I've been, or worrying so much about the places that I will go or how things are going to work out, which is hard. I mean, I think that that's probably the hardest thing for me, is not knowing how things are going to look and stepping into a place of trusting in this moment that everything that is like needed is being provided for me, and that things are kind of conspiring in a way that is good. So yeah, so 2 weeks of doing this style, I am kind of considering after maybe 30 days or even before switching to 2-hour meditations. Just because I feel like it's still, and I'll have to figure out how to physically prepare my body so that I can do this, but I still feel like an hour is like me just kind of just scraping the surface of something, some kind of release. And it's crazy because I was doing 20 minutes twice a day, and that felt like, I was just barely there. And now I feel like, okay, I'm getting there, but I'm just barely there. And so, because my mind immediately is like, 2 hours, how are you going to do that? But then I'm like, easily, because if I'm waking up early enough, which my body has gone through many times where I wake up at, say, like 4:30 or 5, 2 hours, I still have time to do yoga, still have time to make breakfast before 9 a.m. And given my lifestyle, it's pretty doable. So I'm kind of just exploring with how to make this all happen, but so far so good. I recognize that not every day is going to be the same, but I'm grateful for some of the lessons and just like the things that feel toxic to me. And unfortunately right now, Facebook is feeling really toxic, and it's unfortunate, but it is affecting my ability to be clear and happy. And I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but it's been too difficult to excuse how toxic a relationship it is to be online, for just like the redeeming qualities of some positive memes or otherwise. It's not who I am. I don't feel like it brings the best out of me when I get caught in some of what is going on online. And so yeah, just making more and more concessions with who I am, what I'm doing, trying to align with exactly who I really think I am and could be, by being as present as possible. And I can't be present by spending a lot of time online. And it's hard. I don't know why it's so addicting, but it is. And so yeah, 2 weeks, 14 days. Yeah, we'll see where it goes. Thank you.